What's up, guys? My name is Steph. I have been diagnosed with bipolar disorder type 1 with psychotic features and mixed episodes. I received that diagnosis 6 years ago, so I do this channel in hopes of better helping people who may have bipolar disorder or a loved one with bipolar disorder. I do this channel to stress the importance of medication and how it can completely change your life for the better, and to have like a community for all of us where we can share and maybe get some comfort from each other's comments. Okay, so I've been gone silent for a little bit. I've been really overwhelmed. I've been trying to help out a neighbor, and this last week I just kind of took the camera with me and kind of showed you guys what I was doing. But basically I've been on the side of a loved one. I am not even family or a close friend. It just happens to be somebody that I know in my building that is struggling. And because I have been through a psychotic episode, because I've lived in an apartment building where everybody just wanted me out and was horrible to me and I was horrible to them, I have extreme empathy for this person, and so I'm trying to help. So I took the camera with me, and it's been hard, and you know, for loved ones, it's compounded by like a million. So because they literally think like we're gonna die. So when we get really sick, so just something to keep in mind. Not that you need to feel any more guilty if you're someone who has hurt someone else because of your episode. And guilt is normal, totally normal to feel that. What was I going to say? I was going to say something. Oh, okay. So yes, for those of you dealing with a loved one, the most important thing for you that you will be most successful in helping someone else is if you take part in some self-care yourself. It is so stressful and so hard to watch someone fall apart in front of you and hurt themselves and be hurt by somebody. So it's really, really important that you take time out of your day to do something for yourself, be it, you know, working out, going to a bar, getting your nails done or your hair done or whatever. It's really important. So because I've been going through so much with my neighbor, and I've been wanting to do this for a really long time, my husband and I set a date to go whale watching because it is blue whale season. And I had wanted to do this for a long time since I've been seeing them post to Instagram, the whale watching tour, the blue whales. So on Thursday, I got to see a blue whale. So I included a quick clip of that, but I am super excited to even say that and emotional about saying that because less than 1% of human beings have seen a blue whale in person, and it was incredible. So beautiful. You can actually see the water change, the color of the water looks like it's changing color because the whale is blue, and underneath it kind of looks like turquoise. It's just amazing. So now I have seen the biggest creature on earth and the longest creature on earth, because I also saw a fin whale, which was the longest creature on earth. So yeah, as much as I love animals and nature, it was a treat. So yes, self-care, super important, super, super important. You can't help somebody if you're dying yourself. So yeah, so keep that in mind. I hope you enjoy the video, and let me know if you have any thoughts, comments below. It's basically me just complaining and talking about what I'm going through with my neighbor. Okay, enjoy, you guys. Bye. So currently I am driving around. I had to attempt to go to court this morning because of my neighbor who is currently in crisis. So she gets arrested on the 12th, I don't know, sometime last week. And this has been going on for a very long time. Last September, she got arrested and she had all of her animals in her place. And her ex-girlfriend came to take care of her animals. But this was after a few days, I believe. So those animals were in that apartment by themselves. And so her ex-girlfriend started taking care of her animals, and then her ex-girlfriend died. So I ended up having to take care of her cat, and the rest of her animals went to animal control because the ex-girlfriend had taken all the animals except for Lucy, because Lucy is not nice. So this is Lucy. Lucy, say hi, honey. Chance. And this is what I have to deal with, like potty pads, and like, doesn't smell good. This is these holes in the walls. Chance is slightly overweight. Bye, handsome. I'll see you this evening. Bye, Lucy. Bye, Lucy. Bye, honey. So she gets arrested. She doesn't even bother to tell the police because she's completely out of her mind. Like I said, she's in crisis. And I know she doesn't tell the police that. And luckily, I heard her getting arrested, so I ran out there, and of course there's cop cars lining on our street, and she's in the back of a cop car screaming, I didn't do anything, I didn't do anything. And they showed up because she has warrants, because last time she got arrested in September, when she got arrested, she ended up in a rehab program. And she was there for about a month, and I believe she had a suspended sentence anyway. She started using again, not taking her meds, and so that's when this most recent arrest happened. And it's really, I need that down. It's really devastating because this is like a woman who just like had like a lot of bad things happen to her, and she has a mental illness, and she started using substances to self-medicate, I'm sure, and she's experienced so much death over the last 4 years. Her grandparents died, and then her parents died, and then last time she was in jail, they had to euthanize one of her cats and one of her dogs, and then her ex-girlfriend died while she was in jail. So I go to court this morning, and for whatever reason, the court is closed and being evacuated, and there's tons of people standing on the street. And the reason why I'm going to court is to try to somehow relay a message to her lawyer that I can no longer take care of her animals. I'm having to go over to her place 3 times a day and grab her dog and walk her dog and feed her cat, and I don't know how long she's going to be in jail. I got myself into this situation, and it's not my business, and I had no reason to get involved in this other than I really love animals, and I didn't want to see her animals suffer more than they had to because of the situation at animal control and in LA in general. Her dog has multiple masses throughout his body and is old and has dental disease, and she was giving him dry food. Like, it must be so painful for him to eat. Anyways, I mean, this is just a good example of how mental illness can take you down a very dark path, how triggering events can throw you off course, because she was in treatment before and she was doing really well until her family members started to die off. And it's so triggering, and it's so sad going into her apartment and seeing these pictures of her and her family and her healthy and happy, and just watching her slowly die over the last year, with her going off the rails, and all of the neighbors just want her out, you know, because that's the kind of society we live in. We just throw people away when they are bothersome to us. And the other fun fact is, because I'm helping my neighbor, all of her neighbors around her that hate her have started harassing me, because apparently by helping my neighbor, I am causing more problems for these other neighbors. Basically, it's just a guy that lives in the building who's like a major jerk. And then actually, when I went to court, there was another neighbor there who was specifically there to complain about Tiffany. So it just really, People are just really like, they don't care. They do not care. So yeah, here's my dumbass trying to help somebody else because I know she doesn't have anyone. So yeah, hopefully I'm gonna go get myself some breakfast and then I'm gonna head back over to court, and hopefully they will have started allowing people back in, and hopefully I will be able to relay a message to her lawyer to give to her, and I can figure this situation out. Well, the people are gone, so we'll see. So there's a little kid staring at. So I went to court and she refused to go to court, and her actual assigned public defender was not there. So there was actually a different public defender handling her case. So I talked to the bailiff, and the bailiff talked to the public defender that was temporarily filling in for the other public defender that wasn't there. And she could not give me any information regarding Tiffany's case. And I'm like, look, I have her dog and her cat. I just need to know if she's going to be away for 6 months or out next weekend. And so basically she can't tell me anything. And so if I gave her my phone number and she's going to give her phone number to, or the lady public defender is going to give my phone number to her public defender, and hopefully I hear something, and if not, then I'm going to have to be going back to court. Otherwise, I just call animal control and have them pick up her animals, which I just really don't want to do, but it's looking like that's what I'm going to have to do. And I feel so bad for her dog. Chance! 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 Chance, look at me, bud. Look at me. Chance. Say. He's such a good dog, and he just doesn't have much time left, and to have to spend that time in a shelter or to go straight to a shelter and be euthanized is just terribly sad. So how's your guys' day? So I'm home now doing some self-care, getting some animal therapy. What are you doing, kitty? How about you, Summer? What are you doing? 7:30, and here I am trying to get ready to go back to court. So she didn't go to court again. She didn't show up at court. I talked to her lawyer this time, and her lawyer said she couldn't tell me anything, but that she would give her my phone number. So maybe Tiffany will show up at court tomorrow. Maybe she won't. I leave the courthouse and see a dog sitting out front that some homeless person has left tied to a push cart. And I had seen the dog prior to walking in the courthouse, and then when I got out of the courthouse, the dog was still sitting in the hot, blazing sun. I really hate people sometimes. I don't hate people, I just don't understand them, and I want to learn how to not give a shit about anything anymore, because caring about everything is really like just stressful and a pain in the ass. So why just stop? Why just stop giving? Leaving the dock.
At any time, the last thing we want is for anybody to fall down and get hurt.
Look at this douchebag. Total douche. Doesn't know he's in Long Beach. Hey, Friday, I went Wednesday and Thursday, and today's Friday, so we will see if she shows up. She went to court. I saw her, I was able to give her phone number, so now I know if she doesn't hear from me, there's no excuse, or if I don't hear from her, there's no excuse. She has to call me. And then once I talk to her, then we can figure out what to do with her pets. But the most exciting thing, and the thing that I am so happy about, is that she was in blue and yellows, which means when you're in all blue clothing from jail, you are general population, normal, you know, you've committed a crime. If you're in blue and yellow, it means that, yeah, you've committed a crime, but you have mental health issues. And that you go to a separate section of the jail. You are, you know, you're in blue and yellow. So the law is more favorable to you in that situation, supposedly. But it means that hopefully they're going to be giving her medication and she'll be getting better. So I was pretty stoked to see that. Yeah, so good news. I'm not stressed out, and I will start babysitting another dog next week. So that is why I was really, really overwhelmed. So yeah, I'm happy now.